and welcome to Ask Me About K-Pop, the essential guide for recent converts and seasoned fans alike. My name is Shannon.
And I'm Angelica.
And it's song battle time. Dun, 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 dun. Once again, we don't have a theme song for this. And once again, we'll say, why don't we have musical stings?
Yeah. What would be a good musical sting for this one?
I don't know. We've
joked about like the Law and Order one. Chung, chung.
Yeah.
But I also I'm thinking like maybe we need more of like a WWE.
Like an intro song.
I don't know what the WWE song is.
Like the John Cena song. The like... I don't know, whatever. How the John Cena song goes. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, it's one of those episodes where we take a bunch of songs that have the same title and we decide based on our very random objective opinions what
quote unquote objective opinions. Typically we try to use the same criteria in order to judge these. And so we think about the vocals and the rap. We take into consideration the lyrics and the general instrumentation of the song. And usually if there is like a music video or a choreography, I like to take that into account as well.
Little extra points.
Just a few extra. Sometimes like a choreography can change the way I feel about a song. So I like to take that into account. Although this time was a little different. There were a few songs on our list today that didn't have a visual accompaniment. But we did our best.
Yeah. So the title this time around is Hello.
Yes. Simple, one word. And if you're listening now and you haven't heard our previous song battle episodes, Shannon, this is how it works. So Shannon and I have separately listened through these songs and ranked them from 1 to 10. Number 1 obviously being our favorite and number 10 being our least favorite. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take turns starting with number 10. And whenever we find a match, so if my number 10 song is the same as Shannon's, then we'll take a moment and we'll talk about why we ranked it that way. But if it's not the same, then we'll just keep going down our list until we find a match in order to create an average ranking for the song.
Pretty much, yeah. That's how it goes. So the 10 songs that are in consideration this time are from the following groups in alphabetical order. Boys Republic, Favorite, Fiestar, History, Newest, Rania, Romeo, 17, Teen Top, and Winner. And I know what you're thinking. There's a very important name that's missing from that list. And that is obviously SHINee. 2009 hit, Hello.
Yes.
That song just turned 10 years old very recently. But you guys know, it would be one. So we just, for the sake of something funner than knowing that the Shawwalls would put that, because it is a perfect and wonderful song.
Absolutely. Both of us love that song and we collectively agreed before listening to any of the other songs on this list. We just agreed to say up at the top, for the record, that one's our favorite.
Sure.
But in an effort to make it a little bit more fun to listen to, a little bit less predictable,
right,
and a little bit less biased, we decided to take that one out and focus on the other, perhaps lesser known songs.
There was only one song on this list that I was familiar with before we did this.
Me too.
So it should be interesting. But honestly, for this title, I was harder than the others because I actually found 16 songs very easily. And then we had to just find weird ways to snip things, get rid of this, because it's by a solo artist and I guess it doesn't fit with the groups, or this song was an intro song to an album. So maybe it doesn't count, but we whittled it down to these 10 is the point.
And I will say that overall, we were talking a little bit before we started recording about how we found this group of songs a little bit more challenging to rank and differentiate than some of the others. And I think for me, it was because really none of them stood out to me as ooh, wow, that is terrible, which has not entirely been the case in the past.
Right.
But also a lot of them for me, they were very similar. They were sort of middle of the road. And it was I didn't really dislike any of them. And so it was a little bit difficult for me to be like, well, I like this one and I like this one too, but I sort of like them the same amount. So it was hard.
Right.
It was hard to
Totally. I feel like
I had to get nitpicky.
yeah, that's what I was thinking is I feel like I just got like vicious and would just be like, hear one thing and be like, hate it, going at the bottom. Because it took me so long because they were all, I didn't like hate any of them or love any of them really that much. So it was kind of, it just felt like I was like, oh, I hate that bridge. That makes it number 8. Like I felt like I was getting vicious and nitpicky just to find a way to rank them somehow.
Absolutely. I will get into it when we finally whenever we talk about this song, but there's one song that I literally pushed down because of one line.
Yeah.
Like literally
I had to do
one
that
lyric.
too, I think.
I was like, you know what? I hate that part.
All right, well then let's get into it and see how this goes. Let me pull my list out, my sneaky list. Okay. Do you want to flip a coin on who goes first or just
Rock, paper, scissors.
okay?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh my god. We're very bad at this.
We just got 4 of the same in a row.
Okay. Wow, 5 in a row, and she punched me.
Okay, last one.
All right. Okay, I won. Jeez, that took forever. We're 2 on the same level. If only we were as fast as K-pop groups at
It's true.
playing that game. Okay, my number 10 was Favorite.
Oh, okay. My number 10 was Rania.
Okay. And so, because they didn't match, we must
we're
move
gonna keep
along.
going.
My number 9 is History.
My number 9 is Teen Top.
Oh boy. Okay. My number 8 is Romeo.
My number 8 is Winner.
Oh boy. This is going to be like the butterfly
I
episode.
know.
My number 7 is Teen Top. Okay, so that makes
Okay.
number 10 Teen Top.
All right.
So this is from Teen Top's debut 2013 album, Number 1. It was just like a deep B-side. They did not promote it or anything. It was just a song from their first album. My ranking for this song was solely based on that "hey" after every hello because I think it brings the song down.
I totally agree. I actually wrote that down as like I don't love the hey. But I also, there's at the beginning, there's like these whisper lines of spoken lyrics. And because when the song first started, I was like, oh, this is pretty. And like, it's sort of ballady, but they use a lot of that like ripple chime where you're just like,
Yeah.
and I didn't hate it. And then there were these lines of whispered dialogue that just made me giggle. I thought they were too silly. And it took me out of the song. So for that and for the A's, I put it at number 9 for myself. And there was nothing to watch. Like you said, it was a really deep B-side. So they didn't promote it. There's no live performances of it. There was no music video. So
Yeah, and we often, or I always try to, like we said for a criteria, we look at lyrics. So this is like a very depressed breakup song, like a super depressed breakup song, like I'll never forget you, and like hello, like don't answer me, like it'll be too much if I hear your voice. Like it's very sappy and sad.
but then completely breaks character with the hey.
Yes, and I also the only other thing I didn't like about because the piano is nice, but it has a like the beat is too fast.
Yes, I agree. The beat is too fast, and the sort of like electronic instrumentation of it, I thought clashed with the overall prettiness. And they have Teen Top has really nice singers in it, like with strong vocals.
Yeah.
And there's a really great falsetto throughout the whole song, but it wasn't enough. There were too many elements of the song for me that didn't go.
Okay. All right. So for that, our at 7 and 9, that ends up averaging Teen Tops as the number 10. Hello. Okay. So you owe me a number 7.
My number 7 is History.
Okay, so that makes history number 9.
All right.
So this song is also from 2013. It was from History's EP called Blue Spring. Thoughts?
I thought when the song first started, it is not a ukulele in the instrumentation, but it has like ukulele vibes, I guess. And that's sort of like, it's very like strummy, sort of like easy listening guitar. And to me, it sounded almost exactly like I Want to Be a Billionaire, that Bruno Mars song. And it was just nothing special to me.
Right.
Like it was, what I did really like about it is that the singers in History, I think, have like strong belts. And I particularly liked the rap part in this song, because for some of the other songs, I like specifically noted that the rap verse totally took me out of the song because I didn't feel like it matched with the rest of the feeling of the song.
Yes.
But this one didn't do a straight rap. They did sort of more of like a syncopated spoken word verse. And I just thought it fit the vibe better of the song. So for that reason alone, it was not lower on my list. So other songs were ranked lower on the list for me.
Yeah. The reason that I put this song at number 9 was this was a time where I had to be harsh, which was that the second that I started playing the song, I said, oh, this is a Jason Mraz song. Like, that's what it is. The syncopated rap, it's a Jason Mraz song. So I was like, for that, it goes at the bottom because I was having to make tough decisions. And I was like, this song is too much of a ripoff that I gotta make it low.
Absolutely.
But it did right. Like the bridge is really good. It's got like great those vocals you were talking about, but I really appreciated the bridge, so I had to write that down. The lyric, I did appreciate that the lyrical content of this one was quite different than everything else on the list. It was like a song that was like, let's stop fighting and remember that we liked each other when we first met. Like, so pretend, like, hello, let's pretend we're meeting again. Like, hello. And it's just like all the raps are about like, you're so naggy and you're always talking about other boys that you know and you like make me jealous and like, I'm very annoyed at you. And like, but you say that I'm mean. And it was just like for this little bitty boy group, it was kind of funny for this song that was like very much like, we've been together too long and we like forgot what it's like.
Yeah, that is interesting. This song also had nothing to watch to go along with it. So that for my own criteria was a detriment to it.
Am I correct in remembering that we got History in the random game one time?
Yes. I don't remember what video we got for them, but I do remember the name.
Okay.
We've definitely gotten them before.
That's what I thought. Okay, so now we're at my number 6, which is Boys Republic.
We really didn't match for this at all. I wonder if every single one of them will be different. My number 6 is Newest.
Okay. Yeah, this is going to be interesting because we're already at 5 and there's only 2 on the board.
I know. So we gotta keep going.
My number 5 is Rania.
Okay. And that was my number 10. So collectively that makes Rania number 8.
So this was on Rania's 2015 single Demonstrate. It was listed as a single, but it has 5 songs on it. I don't know.
Weird.
Anyway. Yeah, listening to that just now, I put it too high. I was giving it too much credit because of the production value, because I felt like the production value of some of the other stuff I put lower on my list was just like tragic B-side stuff. And this at least like sounded like something, but it's nothing. Like listening to it just then, like they just said hello like 18 times.
Yeah, and I actually changed the ranking of this song several times because it was the 5th track that I had listened to, and I originally put it right at 5. I was like, this is totally middle of the road. And I really liked it at first, like when it first opens, because to me it sounded like a Demi Lovato like power anthem.
Okay, Demi Lovato is good. I was thinking older like Fergie or like a Pussycat,
I could totally
Nicole
see that.
Scherzinger or something.
Because eventually it wasn't Demi Lovato to me because it never went anywhere.
Oh, yeah.
It didn't build in the way that I wanted it to. And it never had that skyscraper moment where it they let it all out. And so for me, that was disappointing. And it just sort of ended up making it a very boring song that didn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
And I watched this, utterly tragic performance. I feel bad, but it wasn't their fault. They sounded good, but they walk out. It's some random festival.
Sure.
The music starts before they're all on stage.
No.
So one of them has to start singing while she's still walking. Another one has this insane feedback issue on her mic when she starts singing. It was hard to watch. And for that, and that was another, I was like, oh, now I'm just associating sad things with this, with this track.
I watched something different and it bummed me out in a sort of different way, where it was they were all on a radio station and it was those ceiling radio station cameras
Yeah.
that you see, and they were making them sing over a karaoke version of the track. And some of them are doing good and some of them are not. And then Alex is sitting in the middle of all of them because she wasn't in this song.
Yeah, she's not on that track.
But she was there at the radio thing. So she's sitting in the middle trying to snap and move her head and keep that going for this whole long song. Yeah. I just left it right in the middle because it felt so middling. But hearing it now, I kind of wish I had put it lower. But it ended up at 8. So.
It ended up at 8. I think where it belongs.
So that was Rania's Hello. Okay, what's your number 5?
Boys Republic.
Okay, we've got somewhere. We weren't too different on that one. Just one different.
Yeah, that's true. So that means our official number 7 is Boys Republic.
So this was from a 2016 single, Hello, by Boys Republic. This was one where I think the reason that it's number 6 was just me trying to rank it somehow. I overall really enjoyed the song. It has nice vocals and it's sweet and it has that kind of bendy sound that's in Chanyeol's Spring Summer song and but there was something about the pre-chorus that I hated, a note or a line in it, and so I was slashed. I found a thing I didn't like about it, so I had to put it somewhere.
I really went on a roller coaster with this song because when I first heard it and it first started, something about the instrumentation of this song, I couldn't put my finger quite on it, but I listened to it a few times, and the first time I just listened to it, and the impression that I got from it without looking up the lyrics or watching the music video was it seemed like someone calling to check in on you, to be like, hi, how are you?
Right.
And so to me, it felt a little bit like Zion T's Eat, not in sound, but in feeling, in vibe.
There was a caring vibe.
It was comforting
to
to me, and it made me feel sort of emotional in the way that Eat makes me feel
Yes,
emotional.
totally.
And so because of that, I had at one point ranked it at number 1.
Wow.
And then I watched the music video and I realized that it's actually a horribly depressing breakup song.
He's saying hello to the wind in case it carries his voice to her somewhere.
Yeah, because according to the music video, the vibe makes it seem like she's dead.
Oh,
there's a
God.
burnt out car.
I didn't watch the music video. I watched an acoustic performance on a roof.
It's very sad. One of the boys literally is crying in the club.
No!
Yes. On the bathroom floor, upset. I couldn't believe. And so because of the sadness in the song, it was so heartbreaking to me. I had to drop it down. And this was the song where before I watched the music video and realized that it was utterly depressing, I got nitpicky with it because there's only 2 lines of English really in the song, and one of them is I pray for you, and for personal reasons I hate that phrase. So I was the one line of when I was then trying to get really after I dropped it from number 1 and was trying to decide where in my rankings it was, that was the one line that dropped it for me. But I will say, to their credit, I watched a Music Bank performance of it, and wow, the choreography to this is amazing.
Oh.
It's very, very good.
God,
It's
I gotta go
intricate.
watch it. I
It's
watched.
good. It's
I
really
watched
good.
the wrong thing.
Yeah, it was great. And I wrote Holy Backup Dancers because there are so many of them, but the staging is excellent. Because Boys Republic, there's only like 5 of them, but then they have this huge array of backup dancers and they do this really intricate choreography. It was beautiful,
Wow.
but
okay.
depressing.
All right, so that puts Boys Republic firmly at number 7. Mm-hmm. So now I need to list my number 4, which is Winner. So
Okay.
that makes Winner number 6. So this is from Winner's 2018 album Every Day. And this was the song that I knew before we did this episode, because I listened to that album a lot because I liked Every Day. And I think it's one of those songs where, like, this is not the kind of music that I like in any way. Like, I would not choose to listen to it. I just wouldn't. It's not my style. But for whatever reason, like, having this album on last year, like, it wasn't one that I removed for annoying me too much or whatever.
Sure.
Like, it just kind of is. And honestly, I really like every part except for Mino's first verse because of the auto-tune that he likes to use. It just hits my ear in a way that I do not like. But
Totally.
one of the other boys is like a very good singer, and then one of them has like a growly voice that I love in Winter songs. So it's like overall I like the song, but there's like the Mino auto-tune I do not appreciate.
I wrote that down too, specifically that I didn't like the auto tune, but I also made note. I was like, one of these boys sings very well. I didn't love the little.
The phone ringing.
Oh, is that what it's
Yes.
supposed
So
to
I was
be?
going to say that most of the songs that we covered today was using hello, like the greeting hello.
Absolutely.
But 2 of them are called hello because they are using the Korean phrase 여보세요, which sort of means like I'm listening. It's how you answer the phone. And it's the only way you use that word is when you're answering the phone.
Okay.
So they're saying 여보세요 because the lyrics are like they're calling the girlfriend over and over again. They're like, it's late. Like, can you please like text me back? Like, I'm trying not to worry or like think jealous thoughts or anything, but like I feel like you should call me is like the whole song. So that's why the brr, brr is because the doop boop doo doo. I feel like the instrument, everything about it is supposed to be like phone. Supposed to make you think about phones.
Yeah, absolutely. And it ends with the phone ringing as well. Or like being busy or something.
Yeah, the little automated, you've reached the voicemail or whatever message.
I was torn about this song because on the one hand, there were several verses that I really liked. And it was the most different on the list, so I appreciated the variety. I didn't hate the style of this song. I like sometimes I like music that sounds like this. But to me, what I ultimately dropped it down for was that there's one line that is repeated several times in it, and melodically it sounds exactly like G-Dragon's Baby, I'm a Bad Boy. And as soon as I heard it, as soon as the song started, I was like, I've heard this song before. Like, what is this song? And then it clicked for me when I wrote down that one of them, maybe it's Mino, is very like doing his best G-Dragon impression. And that's when it clicked. I was like, oh, this is Bad Boy. And so for that reason, I was like, I don't like that. I don't like that it's basically a ripoff of someone who does this better. Sorry. So I put it at number 8.
There you go. And so that averaged it out in our number 6 spot. Okay, Angelica, your number 4 choice, please.
My number 4 is a favorite.
Okay. That makes favorite number 5. This song is from 2017 and it was on Favorites EP called My Favorite. I put this one last.
I know. Tell me why. I had this one in my top 5 the whole time.
Okay. I think it's because this song has the bones of like the kind of girl group music that I like. Like there's a Weki Miki song under here.
Yes.
But melodically, I find it so boring. And it's this kind of, this thing that I notice in these like, excuse me, like lower tier girl groups that come from these like tiny companies. I feel like they often don't have the singers that they need. And so they pick these very middling, like
Ranges.
4-note ranges.
Yeah.
And so this whole song of them just being like, hello, na na, into hey, hello. Like it didn't go anywhere. And like
Sure.
if it was another girl, like if it was Weki Miki, there would be like melodies happening.
Yeah.
And so that's
some harmonies.
that's what just
something.
like disappointed me, is that it like had all of the bones. It had like fun clapping and good like interesting changes, and like the song was in there, but I just found the whole melody to be so boring and safe and sad, and it just disappointed me. So I stuck it firmly at the bottom.
Fair enough. I liked the melody of it. I thought that it was fun and catchy, like right from the get-go. It's very bouncy. And I really like the little horn blast that's in it. I liked it. And what really cemented this for me as being in the top 5 was that I watched a showcase stage of it, and the choreography is so cute. It is so, so cute. And most importantly, they have 6 members, and not once do they ever use the hidden member V.
Oh, that's
they
great.
do an uneven V in order for everybody to be seen. They had really good formations, the whole thing. They do a lot of like really fun ripples, and they never hide any of the members. And so for me, I was like, good job, ladies. Like
Yeah.
that made it better for me than some of the other songs on this list.
Well, there you go. I did just want to say, remember, like, before we moved on, just wanted to say before we moved on that both Favorite and History really made mistakes with their group name, because
Yes.
trying to find like
Oh
Favorite K-pop
my
hello, are you
God.
kidding me? Do you know how many things could be that?
I had to I finally found just a video of Favorite, and I had to use the Hangul in my YouTube search. I had to like copy and paste it because otherwise it was impossible.
Yeah.
It was impossible.
Favorite K-pop hello, history K-pop history hello.
Yeah,
Do you
no.
know how many other things?
I had to
came
find
up?
the Hangul for that one too, because I was like, this is not gonna help me.
Like we said on that on that one episode, like SEO, it's very important.
Google
You gotta-
ability is important.
Okay, so now we are on to my number 3, and my number 3 is newest. So that makes newest number 4. This song was from Newest's 2013 mini album, Hello. It was a promoted title track. It has a music video where they kiss girls on the mouth.
And perhaps agree to be in a throuple.
Yes, it
Like-
like ends very with the two kiss, like
Yes!
two of them and the girl in the
There's
middle.
one-
Oh my god,
you guys! I absolutely fucking lost it when I watched this music video, because because I just listened to it first and like tried to make like objective opinions like based. That's an oxymoron. You can't have an objective opinion. I tried to make my first opinions based solely on how it sounded, and then I watched the music video, and it starts out like. For one, the choreography is exactly what I thought it was going to be in my head when I listened to the song. But there's like one of the boys gets a lady and he like kisses her on the mouth and it's which
snowing.
was shocking.
Yeah, the kissing on the mouth was shocking.
And then when he pulls away, one of the other members is like seeing
Watching
it
from
happen.
afar, upset.
And then later on in the music video, the other member that was watching gets to kiss her, and the first member that kissed her comes up like right behind them and like hugs him from behind,
And then
to like
he starts kissing
yes,
her.
it's so weird. It was so
And then the other members are
weird.
in a tub with a girl and each like holding her hands outside of the tub. It's so wild.
I don't know what the fuck is happening in that music video.
Because the lyrics to this one are the lyrics you wanted for that other song, because this song is they're calling an ex and being like, did you eat today? Like, all I ever do is like think about you and like worry that you're not okay. Like the lyrics are like worrying about a girl that is like worrying yourself sick over like an ex and like wishing she would like just making sure she's okay.
Well, whoever directed that music video clearly didn't speak Korean and understand the context of that song, because wow. So not about the music video. What did you think of the song and why did you rank it number 3?
I made it number 3 because 2013 is a special K-pop year for me. And like, I feel like this song, it gives me a warm like it feels like a familiar kind of K-pop, like the music video, the styling, like one of them has like a Spock haircut.
100%.
I don't know. The 2013 styling of it all like is comforting to me. But I liked the like snapping R&B and I like appreciated the like very 2013 sounding beats. But then I realized like after I'd listened to it a couple of times that the reason I like this song is because it is BoA's Only One in a different key. You can hum Only One over the entire thing. It's the same chord progression like 96% of the time.
There's another song that we've gotten where we were like, this is BoA's Only One. So that's clearly a very influential song.
Yeah, like that one Justin Bieber song that like now every song is like the acoustic Love Yourself.
Oh, yeah, that one.
So many songs are that song now. Anyway,
Yeah.
that happens. But you put this much lower than me, or not much, but a bit.
I put it at number 6. I had ranked it a little bit higher because Newest is filled with excellent vocalists and they have really good harmonies in this song, really excellent falsettos. And I also really liked the older K-pop vibe of it. To me, it sounded sort of like a 2 p.m. like R&B in the rain kind of song, which I appreciated. But this was one of those songs where the rap ruined it for me. I thought that there was like talking at the beginning that I thought was really goofy. And then when it finally did come to the rap, I thought that it just contrasted too much with the like nice, pleasant vibe of the song that it ruined it for me.
Okay, fair enough. So that makes Newest number 4 on our collective list.
Yes.
And to choose number 3, because I think that's where we're at, where it's just going like that. What is your number 3?
My number 3 is Romeo.
Okay, Romeo is number 3.
어떻게 널 사랑하지 않을 수 있어 넌 내가 그렇게 좋아 넌 시도 때도 없이 나만
This song is from Romeo's 2016 album called Miro. And yeah, you liked it a lot more than I did.
I did. I liked this song. I thought that it was very pretty and easy listening. It has nice harmonies in it. And the rap didn't take me out of it. I didn't think that the rap felt jarring. So that was like a plus for this song. But ultimately I ranked it pretty high because this is a song that, although I did note that it felt very sort of commercial or like almost cartoonish, it's a song that would fit well into my morning playlist. It was one that I would enjoy listening to, and I don't think I'd get really tired of it. And I did watch a showcase performance of it, and it's just one of those stand and sing songs. And it was a little disappointing that this song ultimately relies on like 3 members, and that's kind of it. But Romeo's a really, really cute boy band. They're just like so sweet.
Did we
and
ever
adorable.
random game them?
We may have, because when
Or are they? Oh, no, go ahead.
I was just going to say that after I watched the showcase version, I was like, or the showcase stage, I was like, oh my gosh, they're so adorable. And I kind of like looked up some of their music videos, and there was at least one of their music videos that I had watched
Because
before.
Mino is in it. They have a music video that
Yes.
Mino is like the star
right.
of.
Yes,
That's why I
yes,
know,
yes.
because they're like managed, or their company is owned by a guy who like used to be one of Shiny's managers or
yeah,
something.
Yeah. That's right.
Okay. That's what it is. I knew them.
Yeah, you knew the
somehow.
name.
I think that I had it at 8, and I think this was just a case of like, I was trying to be brutal to like just get like 5 through 9 was very hard for me. So I think I wrote, heard voice change, don't like ? So I must have at some point just heard like a single line where I didn't like how someone sang it, and I was like, that's it. You get no, because that's how I was. Like I said, I just felt like I was being really brutal because I didn't know how to rank them because they're all fine.
Totally. And I kind of feel like I wonder if, because this was the 4th song that I listened to. So I wonder if I had listened to it later on in like the second half, if I would have ranked it as high. But I have no main objections about this song. So.
Yeah. It's fine. So that makes it number 3. Okay, we only have 2 spots left. And looking at what is on the board, either we have the exact same 2 and 1, or we have swapped our 2 and 1s because there are only 2 groups left.
Yes. So what's your number 2?
So my number 2 is Fiestar.
That is also my number 2.
Yay, a joint number. So number 2 is Fiestar.
Another group we've gotten in the random game.
아직도 잊지 못해 사랑한다 말을 해도 닿을 수가 없는 너 Hello 아무 말 하지 마 Hello
So why did you... Oh, no. Tell us facts about the song first.
This song is from 2015 from Fiestar's album called Black Label.
Okay.
And it was just a B-side on that album. And doesn't have a music video or anything.
No, it doesn't. I watched a little performance of it, but it was just a stand and sing. Why did you rank it number 2?
I think I just overall like songs like this. It's definitely, like a sad breakup ballad, but I find one of my favorite things about like buying a girl group album, if you have like a girl group with a good power vocal like your Red Velvets or such, you get tracks like this where people just get to sing for a minute. And the like piano of it, what did I write down? The beginning of it before the chorus kicked in, I said that it sounded like 80% of like a deep cut on a Taeyeon album or something. Like it was just like girl vocal music, which there's always like a place for, and it's like a solid one. Like they all sing really well, and like I don't know, there isn't anything like objectionable about this. I just found it like pleasant and a good performance and a nice song.
I totally agree. I felt like every single vocalist on this track was excellent, like really strong and belty. And the song itself, I think, builds and like rises and falls in the way that I wanted Rania to, but that it never did. And ultimately, I really liked the song because for me, it felt very Spica-ish. And so they're another group that has like great, excellent, or that had great, excellent power vocals. And I like you said, I love a group that takes the time to just sing it.
Yeah, so that was a good one. I liked it. So number 2, Fiestar.
Yeah.
And that brings us to number 1. We both choose for number 1, 17.
Yeah. Who's surprised?
We thought we were doing something by pulling Shiny out of it, but we weren't doing nothing.
Yeah. And honestly, as soon as we took out Shiny and I realized 17 was there, I was like, well, this is definitely going to be my number 1.
웃어주겠니 난 너 여기 hello 살며시 널 보며 용기를 내 손을 흔들고 웃으며 hello
So this song is actually not by all of 17. It is only by DK, June, and Mingyu. and it was like a special unit track on their second album, Teen, Age. And it's great.
Yeah, I love this song. I wrote that this song is happiness to me. It just instantly makes me smile. I love the vocals, of course. My baby DK sings so wonderfully. And then you have like the sweet little egg girl voices of like Jude. I really like Mingyu's rap in it. I think it's goofy, but in a way that doesn't ruin it for me. I love that line that we just heard, like, see me, girl. And then there's another part where he says something about me and you, and I just really like the rhythm of it. It's bouncy and kind of goofy, but in a way that doesn't ruin the like fun vibe of the song. And if you've ever watched a performance of this, it's just utter fan service. They're wearing their like pretty white like carrot bong suits, and they're just like walking around on stage being utterly adorable. And they do sometimes perform a version that has like more members in it. But yeah, I just love it.
I watched the performance from 17 Project.
Oh, a really old one.
Where they're little babes and there's like an audience of people and there's like they keep cutting to one guy who's like singing along. I'm assuming he's a songwriter or a producer or a choreographer or something, but he's really enjoying it. And I liked that performance better than the recorded version because there was harmonies that weren't in the album version that they were doing live. And it was just little three of them and it had like cute kicky choreo and like DK was such a star, like even all the way then.
Yeah.
And yeah, this one lyrically is just like your standard, like, hello, I would like to meet you, girl. Like, you're so cute and you give me butterflies. And like, will I ever be able to tell you that I love you? Like,
yeah,
just cute shit.
And who doesn't want to hear that from our sweet 17? I know I do.
Yeah. So that's it. We did it. That was the hello battle. We'll take it from 10 to 1 just as a
Run it
recap.
down. What do we got?
So in the number 10 place, we had Hello by Teen Top. In number 9, it was Hello by History. Number 8, Hello by Rania. Number 7, Hello by Boys Republic. Number 6, Hello by Winner. Number 5, Hello by Favorite. Number 4, Hello by Newest. Number 3, Hello by Romeo. Number 2, Hello by Fiestar. And number 1, Hello by 17. That's it.
Yay!
We did it. We did it. And we'll be right back with a random game. All right, we're back. And this week, the random number generator wanted us to have something topical to talk about. And I appreciate that.
They knew what was up.
So the group that they gave us this time is Priston V, which was a subunit of the RIP just lost this year group Priston.
Yes, from Pledis Entertainment. Priston itself had how many? Like 8, 9 members?
I don't remember, but it was a lot.
It was a lot. But Priston V only had 5. It was a subunit, and they debuted in 2018 with a little single called Like a V.
Yeah, I think there were 2 songs on the Like a V. Because there was this song called Spotlight. Yeah, so there was at least 2. It was a little itty bitty. But the members of this were Nayoung, Roa, Unu, Rena, and Kyulkyung. And the reason that I said that this was topical is that even though Priston V ended when Priston ended this year, 3 of these girls and another member of Priston are joining a new girl group that just debuted 3 days ago, if you're listening to this the day this episode comes out. And I think they're called Hinapia or
Hinapia?
I don't know, Hinapia.
Yes, all in caps from Al Sol Bit Entertainment. So they've got a 5-member group? That's always a good number.
It's 4 former Pristons and a new girl named Bada that they just added. And like, that's very interesting to me. I'm telling you, I have a hard time with these new kids having names that belong to other people. One of the SESs is Bada. And like,
You know, I bet they're thinking though that SES like was so long ago.
I
that
know.
the kids these days
I
don't
know.
know.
I know.
They don't know their history.
And that's fine. It's just I get frustrated because I feel like the more that it happens, the more that my like tags on websites become like useless.
Yeah.
And it makes me feel old and sad that like looking for Mino or Wooyoung will not give me the people that I am looking for anymore.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, I think that my bitterness over Winner Mino is definitely wasn't not a reason that I ranked that song so low.
Oh, interesting.
I just like always have a bitterness against Winner because I'm just like, they have another Mino.
At least he spells
And I don't
it
subscribe
different.
to other Minos. I don't care how you spell it.
Anyway, the point of this was that we got
Kristen
Kristen V. And unfortunately, there's like not a ton to say because they literally only got to do these 2 songs, and then their group got unceremoniously booted from their
Yeah.
company. And it's sad, but this song was a fucking banger. So I'm excited to watch this music video. So let's just get to it. So here is Kristen V. Get it. Okay. So yeah,
We have
there's
a lot of different sets here.
yeah, so far like 5 sets.
Yeah. Because there's one where they're on like a tennis court.
Wow.
And then there's one where they're just in like a white room.
Ugh, I loved the choreo to this so much.
Yeah. And this music video focuses on the choreography. It's not like a plot music video in that sense.
Yeah, just like outfits and colors and mirrors.
Yeah, each girl has like a color. So they get their little one shots in a special colored room.
I loved this. It's like fun. It's like athletic and like sexy and cool. They like seem like really cool girls.
Yeah, I really like the attitude of this song. It's very different from Kristen.
Yes. But yeah, I don't know. Ha 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 ha. Na 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 na. There's like this scene that's in like a sunken 70s sex living room with like the
Like, yeah,
couch that's in
surrounded
the
with
floor and the
mirrors.
mirrors everywhere. Don't jump on the bed with your shoes on. I
No,
do not
terrible.
like
That comforter is white. There's a lot of that clueless yellow plaid.
Yeah. The one in the middle has like very pretty turquoise hair.
I really don't like the blonde's roots though. I know it's purposeful, but when she has her hair in pigtails, it looks like trash.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But that turquoise hair is very pretty.
His earrings are great too.
Oh, she was holding a gun.
And there's sirens happening now, so they're in trouble. Because they get arrested. In the choreography, they get arrested in the bridge, and it's
Oh
the
yeah, and there was a
coolest.
shot of 2 of them earlier in handcuffs.
Well, they said they're gonna screw you up.
Oh, there's a whole scene where they're just sitting and watching a little dollhouse burn.
Because they're gonna screw up this boy that comes to get it. And they're not sorry. Because they want more. Hey! Yay!
R.I.P. Kristen V, reborn again as
Hinapina.
Pinya.
We'll get it. We'll figure out what it is.
They'll say it eventually.
We'll get there. But yeah, as much as I was and still am so sad that Pristin didn't get a chance, it's nice to know that like at least a couple of them are already like making moves to get back out there because it's not fair.
Yeah. And it's nice that they got to stick together, a few of them. That's cute.
Yeah, that is cute. Okay, it's weekly recommendation time. My recommendation is a song that I had to omit from the Hello list because of the weird rules we had to come up with to omit things.
Yeah.
And this song is from Sohyun from Girls' Generation's solo album, and it is a duet with best friend of the podcast, Eric Nam. It's also called Hello, like every other song that we heard today, but it's the best. And if it got to be on the list, then it would be right under Shiny and above 17 for me because it's so great. We have to do like a best duets episode someday, but that is one of them. Like,
I totally agree. I absolutely love that song. And I specifically wrote down that if Sohyun and Shiny had been included on this list, like Shiny would have been my number 1, Sohyun would have been my number 2, and that would have knocked 17 to number 3. I love this song. It's great. I never get tired of it.
It's so good. It's so good. So that's your actual recommend. That's all you have to do this week is we played the other songs for you. So like you have to go listen to that one because it's actually the best one. Sorry.
I also have a recommendation separately, only because I really liked the showcase stage that I watched of the Romeo Hello that we watched or that we listened to. So then I started watching like some of their other music videos. And so my recommendation is for Romeo Without You music video. It's really fun. The choreography is excellent. The song is fun too. I really liked it. And like, the music video has a plot, but it mostly is choreography, and the camera work is really cool. Ooh. So, or not the camera work, but like the coloring of the music video is really fun. There's like certain parts of it where it's like selectively black and white with like pops of color.
I like that stuff.
And it has like a theme to it, and then it like cuts back and forth between scenes that have full color. And it's just about like one of the boys of the music video having a crush on a girl who's clearly like a friend of the band, and he like doesn't know how to tell her how he feels. But it doesn't follow the one girl per group trope.
That's nice. I do appreciate that.
It is specifically like this one member of the group has a crush on her, and the others are sort of like his wingmen.
Cute.
But it's great. I really liked it.
That's great. I love that. All right. And that's everything for this week. If you want to follow us on social media, we're at AMA K-Pop Pod on Twitter and Instagram, AMAKpoppod@gmail.com for sending emails. Ask me about K-Pop, the podcast on YouTube. Ask me about K-Pop, the podcast community on Amino. Rate, review, subscribe, leave a review on iTunes, all of that stuff. And we'll be back next week. Bye-bye. Bye. Jonghyun, you're our inspiration.